Hey everyone, happy Monday-Runday. It is a hot one up here. I've got the fan blazing. I can actually turn it down a little bit. Whew. How's everyone doing tonight? And it is a hot night. We might get a thunderstorm or two, which will look pretty cool. It is getting kind of dark and it's a little early for. I can't even see out this window right now, but if we get a storm, so be it. We definitely need to cool down, but it's really hot up here in the attic today. But we have Brian Cahill checking in, and we also have Randall Ellison. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the channel. And we also have Jamie Macon checking in on things as one of our moderators. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Whew, it's going to be a crazy weekend. Yeah, like my hair's a mess. It's all frizzed up because of the heat and everything, and it's just been crazy running around, checking out railroads and all kinds of fun stuff, filming and not filming in between. But it has definitely been a fun summer if it is, I don't know if it's technically summer yet, but it definitely feels like it. So, yeah. We got 8 people checking in. How's everyone doing? And what you guys were hearing in the beginning of the stream, that was basically the GG1. I just looked up like GG1 horn. It's got a very distinct sounding horn. And I looked up a K4 Pacific when I'm running up top, and then I also looked up the Baldwin AS616, which is also running. And if you guys noticed, today I'm running all Pennsylvania stuff for kind of a tribute for this weekend coming up. Got some big plans. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Heat wave's been hard on me too. The window ACs are cranked full blast, but still a bit warm. Did explore a new rail trail. Nice. Which trail was that by any chance? Because we were actually down by the rail trail yesterday getting some footage of the locomotive that still follows the old tracks and the trail and the old tracks. So that was a lot of fun as well. But yeah, definitely a crazy weekend coming up. And there go the signal gates. Let me turn them off. But yeah, it's gonna be a great weekend. So as you guys could see from the thumbnail, if you did see it, it is going to be a weekend filled with rail history and a whole lot of rail stuff. And it's gonna be pretty much the land of trains, Altoona. I've never been there before, but I do know a couple people that may stop in here are also going to that event. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Or the Georgetown Lewes, or is that Lewes Rail Trail in Delaware? Okay. Went to stay with a friend who lives in a neighborhood. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Hey, Ray Land, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Hi from Georgia. Wow. Yeah, hopefully you guys are staying nice and cool down there. I know it's really hot up here in PA, but I'm sure down south you guys get more of a humidity and all that stuff too. But yeah, it's pretty humid, but we're up high enough. It's not as bad as it would be where I was in Baltimore growing up and everything. Hey, David Stevens, how's it going? Is anyone else battling cicadas out there? I know we had them in the Baltimore area. We don't have any up here. I'm up too high, and I think they can't. Because we live like on almost like a mountain. I don't think they can burrow in as far, so we don't really have cicadas up here. But as soon as I get on one of the highways to get to work, you just hear them screaming. So it's really crazy. Very nice trail. They built about 8 miles. Oh, wow. Another 7 almost. Wow. Okay. Lewis Beach. Oh, sweet. Okay. Haven't heard the cicadas here yet. Yeah, we don't have surprisingly I'm at. And basically, as we get on one of the major is around here to go south or to go north. We heard them going further north in the PA. They're just screaming and screaming. It's crazy. Oh, you guys have cicadas down there too. Okay. Yeah, it's just been nuts. Everyone's been posting pictures on them, and I was joking with my other friends from PA, and I said, "Oh, I thought that was a Baltimore thing," but no, apparently it's like everywhere. So, yeah, I knew it was somewhat national, but I didn't realize how far they spanned it out to colonize, I guess. But so far so good. We don't have them here because right now I'd be like deaf because we have woods like right across the street. And we didn't hear them yesterday. We were out on the rail trail. Even though I think they spray it and everything, I don't think that would deter them because there's tons of woods around here. But we did hear them yesterday. We went to Muddy Creek, Muddy Creek Forks, Pennsylvania, to ride the Ma and Pa Railroad, and they did have them down there, but that's way further south, actually, in the floodplain. I think it's almost in the coastal plain, to be honest with you. But they had tons and tons of them. It was so loud, so you guys will hear that in the video. It's deafening. It's crazy. Actually, fix my fan. There we go. Whew. Yeah, look at this. I'm old school box fan this today. This is my best friend for the stream. It's keeping me nice and cool. We do have AC, but the only vent is, of course, they put the vent with the cold air right there. That's all we get. So, where is it? Right there. Whoops. Yeah, you guys get the point. It's doing the best it can. It's like a nice solid breath of cold air. It's not it's not doing a very good job, but it's what we got up here. Then as soon as I open the attic door, all the heat from the bedrooms come up the stairs. And then it also doesn't help that my neighbors next door, they don't have central air. They have window units, so we're probably getting some of their heat as well. But yeah, it's just been crazy, crazy hot. And I'm hoping we get a storm. It's getting kind of gloomy out. I'm really hoping we get a nice storm during the stream. That'd be really cool. Let me actually check on the weather to see if we're still on the radar for things. But does anyone have anything planned for this week? Either like just any plans at all, just hanging out or going to work, any train stuff? Let's see. All right, it might rain at 10 o'clock. So it says humidity, right? Humidity is gonna go up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a storm a little bit later on. But yeah, just hoping it cools off before Altoona. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be a crazy weekend. It's gonna be like I said, action-packed weekend, bunch of videos coming out from that. But yeah, I hope it does cool off as well, even though I think it's about 3 hours north from us. I'm really hoping it cools off as well. Be a lot less stress on the car as well, getting up there and everything. But it's my first time at Altoona. I've always heard things, seen things from it. I actually used to have I still have it. It's actually a theme park video from Lakemount Park. Well, it showcased a bunch of Pennsylvania amusement parks from back in the day, and they actually had Lakemount Park in there. So I've always wanted to check out Leap the Dips, but that's part of this whole trip. And for anyone who doesn't know, it's JP Videos Meetup. His what is it? I believe the first day is at, oh God, I don't want to get this wrong. I won't even say it. There's 2 locations in Altoona, but I forgot where I forgot where it's supposed to be first. We have to rewatch the video and make our agenda still for the weekend. But one of them is Lakemount Park, and the other one is Horseshoe Curve. So you train guys out there and train enthusiasts is one of those things you do on your bucket list as a railroader. And to the Railroad Memorial Museum or Railroaders Memorial Museum. I've never been there either, but we're going to check that out too. Sorry, the stream's losing a little bit of connection here. It's been kind of wonky. There we go. We're back. Yeah, the internet's been in and out, so I apologize for that. Usually it's pretty good, or it's been better, you know. Working mad this week. Then this weekend's gonna be great. Where I live in Maryland, it's supposed to be 69 on Friday. Wow. Yeah, I mean, we're not too far away from Maryland. It's just I'm originally from there, so I'm definitely used to the weather switching on a dime, and then all the humidity is definitely a little bit worse down there because you guys are surrounded by water. But yeah, I'm familiar with Maryland. Lakemont is Saturday and Horseshoe Curve is Sunday. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave here at 6 o'clock on Saturday. It's gonna be crazy. And hey, RJ, yeah, I just got your text for the loco. We bought some trains this weekend. He bought a couple cool things. I won't give them away, but there's a hobby shop down the street from me. We basically looked through all of his stuff. It was a lot of fun. And I am running my N scale trains at Horseshoe Curve. So I'm bringing the whole the travel kit. It actually works really nice. I got it down to a science. I upgraded some things. You guys will see that. But I'm bringing the portable little case with the battery pack and the makeshift transformer part, and we're gonna run trains at Horseshoe Curve. It's gonna be awesome. I ended up picking up a my first. Well, actually, it's not my first Alco, but my first Alco N scale locomotive, and I forgot what it is, but it's a long hood forward high nose locomotive. It's actually downstairs. I've been running it all week. It's pretty old. I didn't realize how old it was, but it's an MRC power locomotive, and it works really nice. And it can pull like a ton of cars. Yes, it runs. It's running right. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I was worried. So, yeah, we went to that train shop yesterday, and RJ got in the car. He's like, "Man, there's hair in this thing," and I'm like, "Oh no!" And he's like, "It's this and that." I'm like, "Oh man, I really hope it ran." And I was like, "I'm glad to hear it's running now." Yeah, we buy used trains. We don't know what we get. Like some of this O scale stuff I have, it gets kind of funky, you know. Um, Yeah, it's insane. Like I've gotten stuff that looks pristine, then you open up and like it looks like a cat is on the inside of it. It's crazy. But yeah, it's my first time up there in that region of Pennsylvania. The furthest I've ever gone into Pennsylvania was actually, well, we drove through it to get to New York State, not the city. But that was a heck of a drive. But I've been up to Pittsburgh on my own before, and that's a crazy, crazy drive. We'll be there in spirit. That sounds good. It'll be fun, but I mean, we'll miss you. We'll miss you, bud. Yeah, if I live stream from Horseshoe Curve, I'm still debating if I should live stream from the Curve or not. Depends on the cellular connection and everything else. But I could live stream from Horseshoe Curve, which would be a lot of fun. But the only thing is, it's like I don't know how frequently like trains travel during the weekends. Maybe I could go back on like Virtual Railfan, take like a tally of how many trains you get on a weekend, especially it being a Sunday. I don't know who's going to be working on a Sunday, but yeah, I'll definitely have to see what's going to go on with that. Oh, also, I forgot to mention like an open air speeder maintenance away car flying through the woods. They flew on those things. I was surprised. We're all sitting there like, man, this is going pretty fast over the really old tracks. I think it's like 100-pound, like real thin gauge rail. It's like 100-pound rail. But we were flying down the tracks, and there's all kinds of cool things to see. We found like old abandoned boxcar remnants, just stuff thrown in the woods over time. It wasn't from the railroad themselves. It was just when the railroad was in operation. I'm sure they just dumped the old box cars there, and they just rotted away into nothing. But it was a lot of fun. and that video should be up. I'm thinking either Wednesday or Thursday for sure. And then I do have a video coming out soon of the new yard edition on the layout. I went through how I built it. I did some yard running. I screwed up a lot of stuff. I crashed a lot of trains. It was awesome filming it, but you guys will see the editor's cut. So save you guys the horror of seeing these trains like crash all over the place on the yard. But that was a lot of fun. I did that during a lunch break, just a quick video of how to build one of these yards. And honestly, for anyone looking to expand a layout that runs 3-rail O scale or 3-rail, it's pretty easy. And if I can do it, honestly, anyone can do it. That's the way I approach all these videos, all the tutorials. If I can take stuff apart and figure it out, I mean, anyone can really. Just a little bit of patience and stuff goes a long way. Try that drive and a Ford F650 22-foot rollback, pulling a 20-foot, 20-foot car trailer. Oh, man, that's a ton of weight. 2 Pontiacs. Driving all the way back to Philly in one day. Yeah, that's a full day's worth of work. If not a day and a half worth of work. Hopefully they paid you for it. Little less seen. Oh, no. Yeah, hopefully you had a good first day at work. I mean, it's just hopefully you guys weren't dying too much. I mean, it is hot. It's it's really hot out today. But if you're working, that means you can buy more trains. So I mean, that's the good thing about it. I've got some future purchases in the queue. So was compensated nicely. Hey, there you go. I'll drink water to that. Shoo. But yeah, this weekend, I'm looking forward to actually seeing a different color GG1. And I know it sounds kind of stupid. Like, Nick, I mean, you've seen tons of GG1s, I'm sure. And I've only seen, I think, 4 in total. I've seen the one in Baltimore, the 2 at Strasburg, and then the one at Harrisburg many, many years ago. And those are the main 4 I've ever seen. But this one will be number 5. But all the others are either, the ones I've seen are either, they blackjack or old rivets. And then there's the one at Strasburg, and then there was the one at Harrisburg. Those 2 are the green, that Brunswick green. But I'm looking forward to seeing a red or the, they call it the Tuscan or Oxblood GG1 up in Altoona. So it would be really cool. We'll be kind of sad to see it rusting away, but, it's still a GG1. It's one of my favorite locomotives. That's why I got the GG1 on the tracks today, but I only have the Brunswick GG1. It sucked today. AC doesn't work in the truck. Oh, geez. I've only seen 3 2 HOGG1s. Yeah, I mean, I would like to pick up more GG1s. I actually found a post-war GG1 at a local antique shop, but they want a ton of money for it. I don't know what work it needs. I think it's a single motor. It's one of the older post-war GG1s. It's a single motor. I do know that, but they want a little over $300 for it, but it needs a lot of parts and things. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Place. It's gonna be pretty cool. And sorry if the stream cuts out a little bit. We're having some internet issues. I think there's some storms brewing up north that are kind of screwing up our internet at the moment. Sweating out in the garage. Hey, sweating up here in the attic. So yeah, I mean, I've got the box fan on the floor. Feels really good right now, but I've got a window open up here to try to get the heat out of here. It's going to take a while. Oh man, it's going to be pretty crazy. Like I said, I haven't been out anywhere for about, well, on an actual vacation for about 2 years now, because the last time I was out was, I believe, in yeah, about 2 years ago. I think it was Nikki and I when we went to Knoebels for the first time. Well, actually, I went to Nashville in October, the October before all this stuff happened with COVID. So, whatever, year and some change, I guess. But I haven't been on like an actual road trip. And then Nikki and I haven't been on a vacation because of all the crap going on with COVID. So this weekend's kind of like our first vacation in, like, I don't know, like 2 years. It's been crazy. Hey, Adam, how's it going? But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm actually excited that the hotel we're staying at has a pool, so it'll be like the first time swimming because we don't have a pool here. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, I've got a couple other things coming out. Like I said, we've got the speeder video coming out. I got the tutorial on the yard. I got some other repair videos that are going to be coming out soon for some other train stuff. And then I've got some other locations I'd like to go to with Nikki now that she's off on weekends. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Working on the car, getting it ready for the trip. Hey, it's funny. I wanted to take a train so bad to Altoona. I really wanted to, but the train times are ridiculous. Like, I think one of them is too early, one of them is too late. So you get there at like 2 in the afternoon, or on Sunday you have to leave at like, I think 12. So by the time I like did everything planning out with the train, it just wasn't making any sense. It's like, why would I take a train and get somewhere at midday and then leave, earlier? So it's been crazy. So looking forward to this weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time to get away from things around here. My parents are gonna be taking care of the demon cat, or Catzilla, as you guys know her. So she will not be left here alone. We're definitely having them step in and help out a little bit with the cat, because we can't take a cat to Altoona. That'd be crazy. She'd probably shred the entire room and go crazy. So yeah. Vacation since 2019 sounds about right. That's what I was saying. Hey, Henry, how's it going? Hopefully school's going well for you. I remember those days. Yeah, I remember that last week of school was always crazy and everyone was excited to leave. And then when I was in grade school, we actually used to have, like, the last day of school was all about cleaning the desk. I don't know if any of you guys had to do that in the chat, but the last day of school, we would basically bring in like cleaning stuff, and we'd have to clean all of the desks off, clean the chairs, stack them up in the hallway, stack up all the tables, and then they'd have the entire school professionally cleaned for the next year. So I remember doing that in grade school. High school, it was like the last day of school you picked up and left. So yeah. And then college, pretty much you do your last day of exams, you pick up all your stuff and you get kicked out pretty much. They tell you to move out. Yeah, those are fun. It ain't the heat, it's the humidity. Yeah, I agree. Waiting for the chat to pick up. Sorry, the stream is like going in and out. There we go. So yeah, sorry everyone. I'll repeat it again. So the internet's a little wonky right now. I think we're getting some storms to the north of us, so they're kind of messing with the internet. So I apologize for that. Got to run for tonight. Everyone have a great night. Hey, RJ, good luck at work, man. Happy for you. Stay safe. Stay cool. I'll catch you later. World fan Roger, how's it going? Did you check out the 611 yet? I know you were dying to check that out with your folks. I remember you saying something like that a couple weeks ago. Dry heat of the desert Southwest. Yeah, I could deal with definitely the dry heat. Not the dry heaves. I was ready to say dry heaves. No, I'm not dealing with the dry heaves. Hey, no problem, RJ. Good luck, man. Don't have any other travel plans this year. I may do something in the fall. Just have to see how this year shapes up. Yeah, me too. And then financially, because this is the first summer I'm actually living, you know, living on my own in a way. I'm not used to. Well, I've been here for almost a year now, which is insane. So I made it through a year. How's that sound? I thought I couldn't do it, but I made it almost a year. So give me 2 months. We'll see how things are going. But I think her and I are going to start saving up to possibly go somewhere in the fall. I just got here. Oh, God, bad. No. Oh, whoops. I hit one of the trains. Hey, good night, RJ. I'll see you later, man. Yeah, it should be pretty crazy. Like I said, I haven't been on a road trip. I don't really count like Knobles or driving to locations anymore as a road trip because I do it all the time. But I'd say anything past like 2.5 hours is considered a road trip in my mind. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this weekend. I just have to make sure I charge all my stuff to get ready for Saturday. Make sure we have a good time for everything to leave and everything like that. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to Horseshoe Curve. And then for anyone going to that meetup, I recommend bringing earbuds or earplugs for Horseshoe Curve because I've heard it's very loud, like from the screeching and the wheel noise. So yeah, I've heard it's pretty rough. I've seen videos of it, and you see all the kids and stuff on the side. They're like this, because of the noise. So love when you can stay overnight somewhere. Yeah, me too. It's the whole sense of adventure and basically having somewhere to crash at night instead of having to drive back. I know we'll be tired on Sunday, but at least we have a one night to like rest up and get ready for Sunday and to leaving later at night. So it should be great. What I'm going is a real road trip. Are you driving down there? Are you guys packing up and driving all the way down to your future place and stuff? Because that's a long drive. I mean, I'd love to see Route 66 and all of that. I think that's further west, I believe. But that'd be awesome to check out. I was like, what's buzzing? It's my transformer for the layout. It's like, help me. Let me point the fan at that. Get some air over here. Lots of cold snacks Saturday. We still have to stock up. It's gonna be great. My weekend is 2 month summer. Oh, 2 month from summer vacation. Yeah, like I said, I remember those days. It's been crazy. 1,600-mile drive to Texas City. Bring some extra fluids. I mean, you probably know that. Like, bring some extra coolant and stuff like that, just in case, and some extra oil. It's gonna be a long drive, but like I even carry like extra oil and stuff. You never know. But yeah, we used to do that when you go on road trips. Bring like extra fluids for your car. Sometimes that heat just eats them up. Even especially oil, like cook oil out and stuff. But that is going to be one amazing drive. The furthest I've ever driven, and not even on my own, my parents drove us. We went to Florida, well, Disney World. We decided to drive one year, and it did not save you any money at all because basically my mom's car broke down, and it was a very, very hefty price tag on there. PA to Florida. Yeah, her car decided to break down in Virginia outside of what would it be? It was right outside of Arlington. So we were really close to getting home. We're about an hour and a quarter away from home, but the car just it had some type of weird error. So what we had to do, we actually had the car towed back to Dulles, and then I think they towed it all the way to Timonium, Maryland, to get fixed. And then they sent us into a cab, and then we had a rental car from the cab at the airport. It was nuts. We drove all over the place that night. Basically, we had to backtrack to the airport, to Dulles Airport, find a rental car place that was still open, and then get in the rental car and then drive home. It was not fun, but it was a great trip. I do remember that. It was a really nice trip. Royal Fan Roger is back. Awesome. Jamie, I-80 from Central New Jersey to San Francisco. Wow. That is, yeah, that's crazy. Took one of my cars down to Texas already. Did it in 24 hours. I stopped at the 18-hour mark. Jeez. Transformer for the layout should be fine. Yeah, I hope it's fine. Yeah, white flag. This is an American Transformer. It's not going to give me a white flag. It's just going to catch on fire. It's just going to say peace. But yeah, it should be fine. I mean, this Transformer was made when houses didn't have air conditioning. Houses didn't even have heat yet. They just had a good old coal stove and then an open window to open in the summertime. So I think it'll be fine. So, I mean, I could unplug it to give it give it a break, but I think we'll be all right. Actually crank this fan up a little bit. Feels good. Whew. Can't wait to travel more. Yeah, same here. I've got some not so far away trips, but definitely have some other trips planned out for this summer. More affordable things. I used to call them like weekendcation. So basically you leave on like a Friday night or a Saturday, you come back on Sunday type of thing. I've got a couple of those in the books planned out for this summer. 3.5 hour drive to Altoona. Oh, geez. Yeah, it's crazy. What did Rail Fan Roger say? I'm sorry. If you want to know, I'll be doing the yearly trip from Maryland to what's that? Kentucky? Take around 10 hours. Man, that's going to be a crazy trip. 3.5 hour. What's up, man? How's it going? No such thing as being late on the show. We go late on here. We got another like another 2 hours in here. You know, no one's ever late. But welcome. Hopefully you're having a good night and everything. Let's see. Longest drive was also Disney. Oh, we got to Florida. Oh yeah, I remember that. You told me about that. It's Corey from Ours Trains. Woo. What's up, man? How's it going? Hopefully you're done with school and all that stuff. You can actually relax and not be stressed out because of school. I remember those days. I remember all that stuff. Ours trains, Nick. When you bring in the when bring that train to set the horseshoe curve, it's active again. The derailment. Was there a derailment at Horseshoe Curve today? Getting rain all week, but it's cooler. Yeah, I'd take rain all week. Can't wait to hit up PA. Hey, whenever you're over here in PA, let me know. Like I said, I've got tons of things I can show you over here, train wise. Like I said, I'm surrounded by railroads. I've got four. Actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 railroads here that you can film and hang out at and get some footage. NCR, Stewartstown, and then MAPA. So whenever you're around this area, definitely let me know, and it'd be really cool. Bring back Monday-Runday. Oh no. Yeah, I missed your show, man. When's that coming back? Two weeks, and it's getting worse each day. Oh man. Hey, North Country Trains, how's it going? Just stopping in and overhearing all these mains are blocked at Horseshoe Curve. What? Train went off the tracks and covered 2 of 3 tracks. What? Is everyone getting this? It's in the chat that's going to Horseshoe Curve this weekend. Oh my God, that's crazy. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, because Nikki was telling me, she's like, a train derailed near where we used to live. Well, a train plowed into a well, it's kind of ironic. I think it was a Norfolk Southern train running into a Maris container. So yeah, it's really, really crazy. Hold up. I gotta go back and read the chat. Stop it. Okay. Train went off the tracks. That's right. Last one I saw. 21G. I want to say, I'm not sure. Okay. Let me see some other stuff. 22G. Strasbourg. Cough. Yeah. No way the NC. I'm your biggest fan. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are DNH guys. I always forget about that. Nothing wrong with that. I got my favorite railroads as well. DNH. I love their color scheme. It's really nice. It just I didn't even know about Delaware and Hudson until I started watching Corey's stuff, and that's why we're all here, to share our favorites and things like that, share history and all that good stuff. Coming up to Strasbourg. That's from Gus. He reads some other comments. Due to ongoing mechanical issues, train 193 is currently stopped north of Aberdeen. Passengers will transfer to train 137. Yes, that's actually where that crash was around, I believe. Norfolk Southern crashed into, like I said, a semi-truck trailer, which I don't know how that stuff happens, but I guess they stall out going over the tracks, but it's always, they all tend to hit each other. So this wasn't hopefully it wasn't like a hazmat situation that happens all the time around Baltimore. All right. Corey said, Nick, sadly, I'm going everywhere but York. I'm going to Strasbourg, Altoona, then Maryland, which is a huge N right around New Freedom. Okay. Yeah, because I live right around the New Freedom area. So if you are down here, let me know. I know all the guys from the Northern Central Railroad that's down the street. Those guys are great. They're like family to me. So if you are around this way, let me know because they are running number 17, that steam engine this summer. And I think that picks up in about 2 weeks or so. 2 weekends from now, they're running 17. So definitely look at their schedule. Seriously, hope it's cleared by this weekend. Yeah, me too. They should have that running uh, pretty soon after they do like their investigation and all that good stuff. Stop training the curve. And us again with the stupid center rams. No, it wasn't center beams. It was intermodal train. Oh, wow. Still, it's NS being NS. Oh, God. Oh, man. NS Loco 5671, the head Amaris. I hope that's the way to say that. Trailer in Dundalk. Oh, geez. Well, you know, it's funny. I don't think that track's used very often. At least if it's the track I'm thinking of, it's rarely used. It goes to the ports and stuff like that. So, you know. I'll be going to Tennessee, so it's a long ways down. Yeah. Yeah, that's I've been to Tennessee. There's some really cool stuff to do down there. And once you're 21, it becomes like a playground, but it's pretty cool. Oh, it's the main line. Oh, yeah, I know exactly where that's at. It's crazy. So if you go down to Dundalk, Maryland, um, basically it turns into like it's the old Pennsylvania Railroad tracks. So when you go when you go under overpasses for the railroad, they actually still have the Pennsylvania Keystone stamped in the concrete. It's a bridge, look like bridges made like in the 1950s and 60s. It's pretty cool. I think by Crescent-ish. Not exactly sure. Ooh, so Matt's getting lightning. Hold on, let me see what the storm situation is. I'll be right back. Because if we get a storm, I'm turning off all the lights. We're gonna run the trains during the thunderstorm. How's that sound to you guys? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that idea. I think it'd be pretty spooky. But let me go check the window, see what the weather's doing. All right, I'm back. Shoo. Yeah, it's dark out there. It's like really dark. So hoping we get this storm. Night run with a risk. Well, the good thing is it's only a conventional layout. So worst comes to worst, I turn off the town lights. I really don't care about the LED strip back there. It's got a power pack. It's fine, but run everything conventional. I'll just be up. I'll be at the highest point of the house. So, oh, lightning alert. I'll get that any second now. Cool. So yeah, I'm only in the highest point of the highest tower of the house. So if we get struck by lightning, you know, it'd be a very crazy stream on the YouTube. Team, yeah. I think you're over that way. Thunder and Railroad, I like it. Yeah, let's do it. Oh man. Oh geez, Randall. Oh man. Hopefully recover soon. Sorry to hear that, bud. Hey Z Fantasy Trains, how's it going? Let's see. Still reading through all the all the track or all the chat, not the track. I've got trains in my mind. I'm going crazy here. Doesn't help all the powers at the top of the house. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Yeah, what it would look like is just this. Actually, what does this look like? Hold up. Let's see what you spin the camera around. It's pretty creepy because all I have is the wall of fame behind me lit up. I do like that a lot. I can actually change the colors on it too. If you really wanted to, we could do like, or is it changing? Huzzah! There we go. Great setting for Halloween. Let's be like this. It's the face. I'll be like the faceless man right here. You'll see it in the news. YouTuber gets struck by lightning, caught live on stream. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to be me. I mean, I've got the house around me and everything. We should be all right. One day delivery on them. Yeah, watch it be like Castaway. Like they don't open up any of the packages. Oh man. Yeah, it's like a lot of people are going to say like, "Where's my Amazon package? It was on the train. You're not getting it." I'm surprised Amazon, at least from what I've seen, doesn't have trains yet. I'm sure they run containers full of their stuff, but I've never seen a like Amazon train line. I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon eventually comes out with a basically like their railroad, like the Amazon Railroad. Sorry about your eyes. Here, there you go. We'll do a different color. The lightning got him. Oh no. There we go. So the only thing in town that's opened is the gas station. Sorry, I had the camera pointed the wrong way. But yeah, I guess the only thing open in town is the gas station at the moment. So they're going to have to deal with that next to the old Corvette sitting out front. But we can run trains in the dark. Loving all the colors. Hey, Heath, how's it going? Heath, I ended up buying more N-scale stuff yesterday, and I'm blaming you for it because why not? End up getting a Penn Central covered gondola and then a extended Conrail beer train. It's like a 50-foot box car for beer. It's literally all it is. It's pretty cool. So now I have 3 Conrail beer box cars, 50-foot box cars. They're pretty cool, but they all have KD couplers and I need the universal couplers. So I can't run them with any of my engines at the moment. So it's pretty cool. Now Nick will have some issues. Yeah, I'm back. I'm getting more N scale stuff now. So Pittsburgh, so I might be missed. Want more colored lighting, and I'll switch to touch scroll so you can control it all. Wow. Yeah, this just runs through hold up, the stream's acting up again. Give me a second. There we go. So Matt, they are beer cars. They don't say beer on them, but it says on the packaging that they're actual like beer freighters. They're amazing. They're like 3 of them, Conrail brown paint, but they look really cool. Let's see what this train looks like with all the lights out. Should be pretty cool. Whoops. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Let's get that. Hey, Catnuts, how's it going? Hey, thanks, Adam. Oh man, it's all good. Yeah, we got rained on pretty good. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, this is truly a night run. Here, I could actually turn off the backlight. There you go. Yeah, it's hot up here in Pennsylvania too. It's I'm back. I mean, what else is there to do? Oh geez. If anyone sees James. Oh wow, yeah, I saw I'm gonna give these guys a break for a second. Whew. Let me actually turn on the town lights. There we go. Let there be light. Oh, what light was that cut on? Oh, I guess it was the beacon. Took a little bit to cut on. Shoo. So yeah, if any of you guys know the person that Randall's talking about, we did hear the getaway. Cool. So definitely let them know. I don't recognize that name, but if anyone else does, just give them a shout. But they did win. They won a bunch of HO stuff off of his giveaway on the channel. Speaking of 611, my O scale 611 is finally getting fixed. That's good news. They're not cheap. I know that. Going to take a month because my train guy is so delayed. Now, Corey, like I said, when you get down here this way, bring some of your trains. I'll take a look at them. It's not a problem. You come up here and run trains while I'm fixing stuff. It's all good. At least I can do my best to figure out what's up with them. So let's hope it doesn't have to be fixed 3 times. Yeah, I hate that. Have you guys ever opened up something, got it working, and then all of a sudden it just craps out on you? Don't you just love that? Drinking water like crazy up here. There I am. Got the hair slicked back. Yeah, the story of my life with the 2025. I know Corey fixed one on his channel. I commend him for it because those things are a pain in the butt. It's one of my favorite post-war engines of all time, but those 2025s are really tricky, and there's a lot of stuff just crammed up in the front because of the smoke unit, the headlight, and then there's also just cloth wiring everywhere in them. You got to sandwich it all together and then hope it stays. So when I put my 2025 back together after I did the smoke mod, I basically had to, God, what was it? The light bulb fell out of its little socket, or not the socket, but the holder, the socket holder. And then the light wouldn't light up. Then I had to go back in and rewire it because the little wire fell out of the base plate of the lamp. Then the third time was that the cap of the smoker wasn't pushed down all the way, so it wasn't sandwiching all in there. But once it's done, it's done. You set it and forget it. It works until the light bulb goes out. Then you got to take it all apart again. Oh, man. Let's see. I got to go back in the chat a little bit. Sorry, guys. Randall, if he doesn't answer you, or if he doesn't contact you, I mean, I did enter. Let's see. Going through the chat. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. The computer is acting up. I got the weather. If Matt's getting a storm, I'm going to get a storm like in about like 30 minutes or so. So the internet's all goofy, and then the computer, and it's hot, everything. But I'm so glad you guys are here to endure all this with me and hang out with me today. So can't complain too much, you know? All right, let me go through. All right. Have you seen any cicadas in PA? We actually talked about that earlier in the stream. So where I'm at, or where I live right now, I haven't seen anything. But if you go about 5 miles south down the hill towards Maryland, yes, there are tons of cicadas. I was hitting them with my poor car the other day, and yeah, it was pretty bad. They were yeah, just everywhere, hitting stuff, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we have seen cicadas. They're just not really around here where I live, and I think it's because the ground's too hard because everything around here is just rock. So excuse me. Blame Heath. Yeah, I can only blame him for so much. I mean, I do a lot on my own that I can blame myself for. If it makes you feel any better, I started my stream and my camera stopped working. Oh man, which camera is it? The older one or the newer one? Because I remember you had that really nice camera that was you said it's like from 2008 or something like that, but it looked really nice and it still worked. Have not seen any in NYC. There might be more out and things like that, but they have a lot of different trees out there. They've got like cottonwood trees and all kinds of other stuff. Blame Heath. I don't know. It just stopped like it was intentional. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Look at the time. What do you mean? It's only 9:12. Blame Bob. Oh, poor Bob. How's he holding up these days, Corey? Is he melting out, or is he still nice and chill? 99% your own fault. Hey, Matt, have a great night. I'll see you in a few days. It was not the camera, but the capture card stopped working. And then, or sorry, and what usually fixes it did not work. So I had to throw in a different capture card. Wow. I mean, you've got B&H pretty close by, I believe. They're pretty good. So it's actually where I got not the webcam, but I've gotten a lot of my vlogger stuff, like my action camera, the Osmo stuff, Osmo Action, the Mobile 2 gimbal. I got through them, and they're really, really good to me. So if any of you guys are looking for new photo equipment, definitely check out B&H. Give them a little shout out there. I'm sure they make zillions in camera gear and stuff, especially being in New York City. They're definitely in the scene for cameras and stuff. But yeah, definitely great staff and decent prices too. You get what you pay for. Bob is lifeless. That poor Bob, man. You should take him with you. You should do like rail fan with Bob, like sit him on the side of the track and things like that. Take pictures with him. I thought about doing that, having like a channel mascot. Be kind of funny. You bring Bob to Strasbourg. When you get to Strasbourg, take some pictures with Bob. Meant to say D&H. Let Bob chill. Patented or trademarked by Nick's Crossing. B&H is where I get my cameras. Yeah, I've got some other plans for other camera stuff, but right now I'm satisfied with the Osmo Action. I've been doing a lot of my videos just on that little action cam. Even at like the last Strasbourg video I took, all of 611 minus one shot from the station at Strasbourg was all done on an action cam. That's even all the audio until it rained. Like the rain kind of screwed with the audio. It made it real tinny and fuzzy, kind of like an underwater audio would be. But everything else after the camera dried out and from yesterday from filming, everything sounds great. So I pretty much have recorded 90% of my channel off of a action camera that's like this big. A lot of my other YouTubers use it and everything. Railfan Bob. They could have been called D&H so easily. I don't know. I think it's two guys' names for B&H. So yeah, they're definitely not doing D&H on that. But yeah, that would be cool. Railfan Bob. I do like that a lot. Supposedly B&H makes most of its money from government contracts, optics and stuff. Yeah, I could see that. If it's a steady contract, that's where the money's at. And us little consumers, like, I'm a smaller consumer. I'm sure like studios and things go after, clear them out, buy all kinds of stuff. Because they do have like a lot of higher end audio stuff too. I've noticed a lot of good microphones, interfaces. Like I'm running, Heath would know, but I run this microphone through an audio interface into the laptop. So they have a bunch of other stuff like that. Hennings trains at that with a fireman duck with a mascot. You know what? I do have an idea for a mascot for the channel to bring around to places. I've got, it's like a big boy. If you guys have ever seen Austin Powers, like Big Boy Burgers, I've got a big boy that would make sense because it's a big boy and it's trained stuff. It might work out. So I want a different audio interface. When that time comes, let me know. I'm actually pretty well versed in some audio stuff. I was in a studio band for about 5 years. So I definitely know a lot about microphones, things like that. This microphone wasn't my first choice, but I can set you up with a decent rig. that you'll be happy with and without any extra playing around, things like that. Bob and Harry. I don't know the names for B&H. Heath might know. I think he said the names in his video. But it's a really, really cool story. There's like a little bit of a backstory behind it as well. So pretty cool. Big boy rail fanning. Did someone say my name? I want the Focusrite Claret, but it's $600. Yeah, I have oh god, what is it? I have the Scarlet, not the Claret. I've got the Scarlet 8-channel at my parents still. I used to use that for all my drumming and stuff like that. And then I had a Behringer that connects through a light pipe. And right now I'm going to start speaking like in different languages to some of you guys. Basically, an audio interface is what you plug in. So you plug into your computer, it turns the analog signal, this is analog, into a digital signal so you guys can hear and you can record and all kinds of stuff like that. You guys are way off the names. But yeah, basically I've actually got 3 audio interfaces that work at the moment. I'm using a Behringer. This is a Euphoria 4-channel, works off of USB alone, so I don't have to plug it into an external power source. But the the Scarlet 8-channel is basically a 16-channel board because I have it slaved with a light pipe, which is another extra 8 channels, so I could run an entire band using the Mac, which I'm using right now for streaming. But yeah, it's if you need help picking some of that stuff out, let me know. I can hook you up with a decent setup of things. What system are you using? A Zoom H6 I have. If I'm going to upgrade, I want a real upgrade. The other option, Heath, is if you went through oh god, what's the company I'm trying to think of? Not Focusrite, or no, not sorry, not Focusrite. I'm thinking Presonus. Don't go the Presonus route because they're kind of a pain to deal with. Try looking into definitely, I'd say Focusrite is your best bet. And then there's also another company that makes some stuff, but Tascam makes some other audio interfaces. I wouldn't buy Behringer stuff. If you ever see Behringer, run away from Behringer as fast as you can. Hey, North Country, you do audio recording as well? Nick starts talking about audio and sound. I suddenly wake up and everyone else gets bored. Hey, now I've got tons of mics. I'm a drummer, so I've got to have a arsenal of mics and things like that. All kinds of mics. This is mostly a vocal mic that I'm using. This is what are you? You're a Spark Mini microphone. I've got tons of 57s, SM57s. I've got tons of 58s. Actually, I have 5 57s, 2 58s, 2 E6 CAD pencil condensers that I use for overheads. They're like junk overheads if you would hit them or something. I like using EA35s for live sound vocals. I'm talking like in a different language here. But yeah, North Country. I was in, like I said, a studio band for a while. I picked up all this extra gear and stuff, and cables, power amps, a bunch of onboard gear like rack gear and all that stuff too. Scarlett does not have a 4-channel. Now the Behringer Euphoria, if you want something that's budget friendly, I just don't know how reliable they are because I'm only using it for my streams right now. But they run about I think they're like $250. It's pretty cheap, but you guys are hearing it right now. So if you like the audio that you're hearing, it's a mix between this microphone and the interface. Excuse me. West Plains Model Railroad Club had their open house this past Saturday. Fun. Fun was had by all. We ran some really cool trains. Got to run both DNH, PA -1s, and Consist. Hey, I'm glad to see you guys getting back with clubs and stuff. I mean, it's very important. I know this whole pandemic has really just kind of shut down the social aspect of the hobby, like going to train shows, things like that. But I am aware of the hobby kind of picking back up, and things like that. But it's important to actually see people in person and get to run trains with a group. It's really important. So, but I mean, I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm looking forward to train shows that are happening this fall. So far, they're on the calendar, but they haven't been taken down. So I'm really looking forward to that. Electronic drums, no. Oh man, yeah, I'm an acoustic guy. I've got a really really nice set of drums. They're Natel drums made by Marshall. I love those. I've got a couple of other drum kits in the arsenal, but that's my main kit. Also, I'd like to replace my shotgun with a larger hypercardioid, but also expensive. Yeah, I can do some homework for you. See what you like. But yeah, I used to have a hammer. Yeah, SM58. Yeah, it's funny. Shure microphones actually used to advertise it as a hammer. They would actually run it over with their Shure tour bus. They would hammer in nails with it. They would throw it off buildings. They would put it underwater and then bring it out, throw it in a microwave, put it in an oven. There's videos of all this stuff. It's really cool. But definitely check those out if you guys are interested in microphones. A 58 is great for vocals on a stage. 57s are great for recording instruments of all types, even drums. From most of the guitars you guys have ever heard in recordings are usually a 58 or a 57, most likely a 57. But yeah, they're the two most popular mics on this planet, 57 and 58 from Shure microphones. I'll have some videos uploaded before. Oh, I'll have to check them out. Breaking up. Sorry. Oh, I was just saying I got tons of drums. I'm an acoustic drum fan. So, yeah. Really invest in my channel with all that. National show is happening on July 6th for 5 days of show and all virtual. Oh, man, I can't wait to get back to actual train shows. Be great. Andy by loud, I mean, those Walther's PAs are loud, like the loudest I've ever heard. Trains Don't Worry Me, we did. It was epic. Wait till you see the video. Yeah, I can't wait to see those videos as well coming out. Pay the stockholders to expand. Oh God, pots and pans. No, I've got drums. I've got lots of drums. I promise. With a kit of SM58s, 57s, you can make almost anything happen. Yeah, one of my favorite albums of all time, Van Halen 1, was all recorded pretty much using SM57 and then SM7E for vocals. So that, I mean, that's one of the greatest albums of all time, greatest rock albums. A lot of Aerosmith stuff. A lot of the vocals were done on 58s, 57s. I think Dream On was actually vocals were recorded on an SM57. So it's pretty crazy. Oh God, your senior banquet is, is the day of that premiere. You can always watch it later, but you can always chime in on your phone. You can sit there underneath the table, like doing like one of these, kind of hiding. Put in like a Bluetooth headset. You'll be fine. Yeah, Beta 58s are great. I've got I think they're Beta 57s, but the whole Beta series is excellent. And I also have a Beta 52 for the bass drum. That's one of my favorite bass drum mics of all time. And then my other backup is oh God, what are you? EKG. I forgot what it's one of the most popular bass drum mics of all time. It looks ridiculous. It looks like a sandwich green looking thing, but it sounds amazing. But that's from AKG, not EKG, AKG. They're Austrian made mics. Let's see. The Behringer cheapest $50 mic. Oh God. He'll change the time. Hey, there you go. If you ask, you shall receive. The 6:30 work. Oh, that's nice. Bummer you missed the video premiere Ars Trains, but congrats. Oh God. Have too many. Hey, there's no such thing as too many trains. Like, I mean, did you guys see the back wall? It's like no such thing as too many trains. Never. That's not even half the collection up here. I've got most of the stuff underneath the platform now. Yeah, exactly. Catnut said it right. It's like no such thing as too many trains. Like, yeah, exactly. Oh God, you now hated researching mics. The best thing to do for research, honestly, if you're a live musician, like I play out in an original band, so I see all different kinds of mics and things everywhere, all over the states. That's the best way to research. Like talk to sound guys, talk to studio guys. If you ever go into a studio to record, or even just doing vocals, or if talk to those people. The other best way is if you see people on YouTube using certain mics, things like that, or if you like the sound that you're hearing, take a picture of that and just research. If you can, like zoom into it, research, just look up mics. Like this is a blue mic. So the best way to research that stuff, just type in the name of the company if you can see it, and just start looking up mics, and you might find it. That's the best way to research microphones nowadays. But that's what I used to do all the time. I'd say, to my studio friends, like, what do you guys use for this? What do you use for that? Most of them would just say, yeah, throw throw a 57 on it. It'll sound good. But that's the best way to do it. Yes, I missed what Corey said. Such thing. No, there's such thing as too many trains. Corey, if you ever make your way over here, you'll see that there is no such thing as too many trains. Oh man. 250 soon. Oh geez. Speaking of 250, I just hit that milestone today or yesterday. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm up to 318, trying to get more people in the channel. I got some other videos coming out. You guys are loving these Nick's reviews. They're doing really well. So I'm going to definitely put more of those out. And they're a lot of fun to record. I don't have to go outside sweating in the rain or getting swampy in the rain or the heat. I can stay up here and cook myself in the attic and have video coming out of the yard. So definitely look out for that one. It's going to be a good one. Got a lot of stuff going on in that video. Basically, I went through the entire setup of how the yard's built, so you guys can try doing it on your own, or just for entertainment purposes, seeing how things are done. So pretty cool. Hey, Brian Rock, real fan. Sorry, I just saw the chat pop up for that. I'm doing all right. Just a little warm up here. Let's see. Do not know Mike, so I would get told to get what. Yeah, that happens all the time. Honestly, there's millions of different mics out there for sure. Hooked your phone up to the big screen. Oh man, that'd be great. Yeah, it's the best idea I've ever heard. That would work. It'd be a great graduation dinner, you know? Hey Sean, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. No such thing as being late. I always tell you guys that. No such thing as being late. Oh man. Had a road call for a broke down truck. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I know you guys I know do a lot of diesel stuff, fun stuff like that. Love engines and things like that. Back from Tennessee. Awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, when I was down in Nashville, I didn't get to see any trains. I really wanted to, but we were, for lack of a better word, we were intoxicated that entire weekend. So, yeah, it wasn't probably the best thing to do, rail fan, while drinking with a bunch of bandmates. But yeah, it was definitely a fun trip. I'm a Mike, but not a Mike. Oh god, do you guys remember those popsicles that had the jokes on them? Like you'd eat the entire popsicle and then there'd be a joke underneath one of them. I remember this from grade school. It said, "What was the announcer's son's name?" And it said Mike, and they actually spelled it M-I-C. And no one got the joke except me because I was like a music nerd, you know, all the way back in like grade school. I thought that was a great. Yeah, he remembers. Wicked remembers them. Yeah, so they used to do fun stuff like that when, you know, I don't know what happened. Now it's just a blank stick and it says like probably like please recycle me. It doesn't say like a funny joke or something, you know. But yeah, Nashville's a fun place. If you guys have ever been to Nashville or haven't been, I would definitely plan on going. It's a great, I wouldn't say it's, well, if you're 21 and over, you're going to have a great time. If you're with a family, there's some things to do, but it's mostly just a music haven. A lot of clubs, a lot of really cool places to try out food, lots of different bars. Actually, my favorite bar I've ever been to ever is in Nashville. It's called the Crying Wolf. Shout out to them. If any of you guys have been there or seen it, it looks like a wolf den. It looks like, in better terms, it looks like you're in like the afterlife. There's like wolves on the walls and stuff. And it's a rock bar. So they actually have live music. And they have all different kinds of different blends of beers and things on the wall. It's a lot of fun. Lane Motor Museum. I heard of that. They did have posters for that down there, but we were there for music stuff, trying to find some jobs a couple years ago. Paradise, PA. I didn't even say anything on the chat. People were like, "Yo, North." Oh God. Yeah, Paradise, PA is an interesting place, but it is the end of the Strasburg Railroad. The photo bomb. I'll have to check out that video. And I know there's a bunch of content I still have to watch from the Nashville trip, but I did watch the one. It was like a bridge passing. Oh, it was great footage. It was awesome. Tennessee Valley Railway. Jeez. TN is going to have a steam loco pulling trains soon. Wow. Live streaming might be something to look forward to in the future. Yeah, that's like I said. If Horseshoe Curve is running trains this weekend, as we heard earlier in the stream, there was a little bit of a problem at Horseshoe Curve, but hopefully they get that fixed before Sunday. Sunday's Horseshoe Curve day. I'm really hoping they get that fixed. Wicked. I'm really really behind watching stuff. Yeah, me too. Hey, Alan. So apparently there was a derail at Horseshoe Curve. So I don't know what's going on this weekend, but I'll still be there. I don't know if you're going up to that meet or not, but Yeah, apparently there's a derail at Horseshoe Curve. And sorry, I had a brain fart. I know who you are. It's hotter than hell up here. Hey, North Country, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great night. Yeah, it's great chatting about music stuff too. If you ever need help, just give me a shout. Or if you ever want to talk about music stuff, just send me a message on Facebook, man. It's all good. Gotta sleep sometime. No. Yeah, I don't need sleep. Sleep is not necessary. Just eat food, right? Food equals sleep. Yeah, someone in the chat earlier said that because they said, well, "Were you going in Altoona or what's going on?" We're talking about Horseshoe Curve, and they're like, "Well, it's shut down right now." So, yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway is going to have a NASCAR race. What? Yeah, that's one thing I'd like to do. It's on my bucket list is to actually see a NASCAR race. I know on TV it looks. It's just an opinion. I've watched a couple races in the past. Sometimes they're just kind of like not really for me. I haven't been really around cars and stuff my entire life, but I've heard it's such a blast in person. There's like music, there's, people yelling and screaming, just a lot of action, all the noise. So yeah, I'd love to check out a NASCAR race. At least one or two. I probably end up going to like Dover Speedway, which isn't too far away. I'm sure there's a couple others around here. I think there's one up in I always see him coming down 81, but there's another track up that way. But I'd love to see a NASCAR race in person and give it a fair chance. AC is on. I'm cold. Yeah, send some of that cold up here, Wicked. Just send the cold. I won't be going to that just because of the distance. Hard for me to get out far. Yeah, I totally understand. It is a distance. Nikki and I will be up there. We're going to be filming some stuff. But I mean, there's a lot more to see in Pennsylvania. This is a giant, well, the whole world, there's a lot more to see other than those two locations. But yeah, the distance thing is kind of scary. She's actually driving her car instead of my vehicle up there just because of distance and wear and tear type of things. Just gets a little bit better fuel economy with her car compared to mine. So it's going to be pretty cool. There it is, the Poconos. That's where I thought it was. I wasn't quite sure if it was still open or not, but that is one. I guess that's where those cars are coming down from 81. Like drag racing better than NASCAR. Yeah, that is pretty exciting. I've seen drag racing before. I've seen oh man, what are those? Boat racing, like offshore boat racing. They have like the hydrofoil boat racing. And if you go down to Cambridge, Maryland, they do the boat racing every year. The crazy thing is one of them, they have like these runabout boats and they put these giant motors on the back. It's a two-man crew. One of them literally steers and the other one controls the motor. Those are insane. Those are very epic. But then you have the ones that look like spaceships that basically glide on the water. I saw a couple of those wreck. I mean, it's really crazy. That was awesome. Those boats are so loud and it's all open. They go on a loop and then they basically do a time trail. And then they qualify and then they do the race. Really, really cool. Yeah, drag racing is pretty epic. Loud. It's loud. It's noisy, and you get the tire smell. Oh, it's awesome. Auto clubs, speedway, and turning it into a short track. Huh. Rockingham NASCAR might race at it in the near future. Huh, it's pretty cool. Speaking of 81, be on that road all day, literally in the next week. Yeah, 81's all right. I mean, once you get out of the Harrisburg and the Hershey area on 81 really blows because all the people trying to bypass, like when 83 cuts off and you go on their beltway looking thing around Harrisburg to hook up to Hershey, people try to cut the back way to Hershey by taking that 81 before it splits off in like basically like the Love's gas stations on one side, then you go the other way. It's that always gets a little weird because of Hershey. People trying to go through the backside, and traffic sucks. And there's tons of cops and stuff like police, like highway patrol, trying to catch people speeding and like weaving in and out, all that stuff. So it's pretty crazy. One of my buddies has F1 racer, keeps wanting to film him, but the GoPro in his car haven't gotten to it yet. We got time. It's gonna be a great summer. Things are starting to open up too. So, but hopefully you can do that. That'd be an awesome video. You know, for anyone who doesn't know, definitely check out Alan's channel, Revenge of the Apocalypse. He recently bought a hearse. That's pretty spooky. I love it. Yeah, and the paranormal investigation in the back of the hearse was awesome. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, definitely check out his channel. He also does adventures, rail fanning, historical stuff too, exploring. But yeah, that hearse is so cool. Like I want to get a hearse for the layout, but I haven't found one yet. I'm looking for a certain color. I'm looking for like a dark black, almost like a purple color, like a not a sparkle, but like a flake hearse, something like that. Or if I could find the Munster mobile, definitely put that on here for like around Halloween time. Be really cool. Yes, he bought a hearse. And it is a nice looking car. It's a caddy. And if you guys well, actually I deleted the video. So I had a video of my Halloween setup at the house. It was actually like my first video ever on this channel. But I do have a ton of Halloween stuff that I plan on setting up. If they do like a trunk or treat down the street or they do other events around, I do want to set that up and do a video on that. And even just like going through the collection, it'll be like early Halloween, like end of September type stuff. So yeah, Alan, so this whole door, this entire from all the way to the end of the wall to the back, which goes to the behind the closet to the stairs, is all Halloween. Like probably it's like 20 years worth of Halloween stuff. It's pretty crazy. Unfortunately, I don't have the video anymore. I deleted it for privacy reasons. I was really new to YouTube and I didn't want my house to be on the interwebs, but it's in there. Actually, I have a video I can send you from a couple years ago that's on a different platform. Actually, I can show you guys some pictures of some of the custom stuff I had. This is years back. Let's see. Here we go. So like, I don't know, it's gonna be kind of hard to see this. This is actually at my parents' house from a few years back. Oh, come on, autofocus. Oh, come on. Let's see if he'll do it. I gotta do the trick. Someone showed me this. You do this and then that. Oh, focus. There it is. There she is. That's my surgeon. So now I put him up on the balcony at the house. Unfortunately, we didn't have any trick-or-treaters last year, so I set up the entire lawn, like, because my parents' lawn was probably about they only were on like a half acre, including the house. Actually, I think it was a quarter acre, and that's including the house and the yard. But it was about, I think, 50 feet across, or actually no, it's more than that. It's about 100 feet from property line to property line. So I scattered all the Halloween stuff out. But then we moved to the smaller house here, and the house is only about 30 feet. Oh, wait. No way. It's like 20 feet wide or so. So I had to put all that stuff shoved in that larger space in a much smaller space. So literally the lawn is packed full. But like I said, we didn't get any trick or treaters last year. We did basically a tear down in one night because we were supposed to get rain like the next day. So I took everything in. I had to all dry out, things like that. Actually, I had a train. Let's see if I can find it. We got this years ago. I actually had to get rid of it because we didn't have space to store it here. The train took up one entire side of the house. Where's a good picture of it? Let's see. No. Yeah, here we go. So hopefully this goes through. Oh, I gotta get really close. It'll focus on it and bring it. Nope. Let me do my trick again. This is what I get for running through this. Is it going? There we go. Kind of. You guys can get the idea. But Alan, I'll send you these pictures of it. So yeah, it was, and this is from 3 years ago now. But yeah, no trick or treaters this year. We had like a crap ton of candy. They were selling candy. It was like more expensive than any other year for candy. So we thought it was going to be like a crazy year. Like kids are finally going to be outside. But no, it was like a dead zone. Not even one trick or treater this year. It was really crazy. Yeah, the train was pretty crazy. I'll send you these pictures after the stream. But yeah, so when Halloween comes around, I might do some stuff on the layout to change up some things. I'm looking at getting some of the ceramic houses from what's it? I know Michael sells them. They look really cool. But there's another one called like Department 56. If I can find some used Department 56 houses, maybe I'll set up a village in the family room downstairs with the Nightmare Before Christmas tree, and then I can run the Nightmare Before Christmas train. They also have a Lionel has a train that's called, I think it's called like the Midnight Express. The train whistle is actually like a werewolf sound. I think it might be the bell, but it's actually like a werewolf cry, and that set's really cool. It's an RS, I think it's an RS3 Alco. Which I've got a couple. Where's see if I can find one back here. Is the Amtrak? Yeah, so the Amtrak that is, where is it? Right there. It's that style locomotive. So yeah, it's pretty cool set. I think the only downside to it, I think the set runs solely off of Lion Chief. So you have to use that remote and all that stuff. But it'd be great to set up downstairs, maybe outside during Halloween. I'll see if I can find one. Oh, yeah. I love this. It's funny. So when I built the thing, it was... So if you carpenters out there, any creative people out there, when I built the shelf, it was straight. But because the floor up here is slanted, because it's such an old house... the shelf, you can see it's got a nice bow in it right here. So the shelf has taken the contour of the floor. And it's just a really old house. It's slanted like this, and then that floor back there is slanted like this. And my neighbors are on the other side of the wall right there. But they haven't complained of any problems either. I mean, everything's dry up here. Old plaster ceiling up here, with a little central air vent at the top. They screwed up the air. They should have made that the intake for the air, and then put the other side over there. How did you do the lighting? So the lighting on here is just an LED strip. I got it at Walmart, and it came with the transformer, the power pack, and then one of these little remotes. So I can change it to be any color I want, and it's just an LED strip. I have it following the shelf, the border of the shelf. But the cool thing is, if you do automatic mode, it kind of runs crazy. And because the lights, I have some lights on the floor because the strand was too long. When it does this, it looks like a wagon wheel. And there's other modes too. You can go through them all. Let's see. We actually. So it just looks like a rave up here. But yeah, the lights kind of do like a wagon pattern. Trying to find the one I really like. I gotta go through them. This one's called Fire. I remember reading that in the packaging, but it's literally just called Fire. They do each one too in each color. And then there's one that one is really trippy. I'm trying to go through I'm trying to find my favorite one. It builds like a block going around. Find it. Getting close to them. Oh, come on. Where is it? There it is. So basically builds a block going around. I can actually slow it down too. There you go. So kind of like stacks itself all around. I'm sure it goes through all the different colors too. There you go. So that's my favorite setting. But so I don't kill you guys, like with lights and like all that stuff. I usually like keeping it on like red. Red looks really cool. The green is a little too dark, but the cyan looks really nice. They call it pink, but it's really like a cyan color. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like messing around with the lights. And then if the lights up here were on, actually the upstairs lights aren't even on. Let's see. I'll spin you guys around. Where is it? There it is. So these lights up here, these are Philips Hues, and I can change all the colors that I'd like. They have different settings. You can do like candlelight or all kinds of other stuff like that. Play some techno songs. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It was really funny. Like the other day I was running trains, like listening to like 70s rock and stuff like that. And unfortunately, this doesn't have like a microphone hooked up to it. But man, I really wish they had like a sound or some type of sound sensor or microphone so it could play with the music. But it still works. Like put it in auto mode and you play some like really old music and stuff like that. It's really cool. I was up here the other night. I think I was playing like ABBA or something. And Nikki's like, it's like a disco up here. I'm like, yeah, it's the point. It was really funny. And then my older neighbors that live across the way, they actually were looking up here one night and they're like, man, I saw all kinds of different lights going on. I'm like, yeah, it's my train room. Like, they get the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, there's tons of settings in here, and this little in the wall, pretty cool. Yeah, the Philips, these were on sale. They were only, I think they were like $12 a piece. Now, other Philips Hues, I've seen them go for like $50 to $70 a piece, but these were running, I think, an Earth Day sale or something. It was like $14, so I bought two of them. Originally, I just had like the filament style or Edison bulb style that were LEDs as well, but I could play with all kinds of colors. But tonight, I'm not even running these lights. I'm just running the backlight from the shelf and the town lights. It gives a nice ambient effect. It's pretty cool. Yeah, my disco ball is this right now. It's my Well, between the blinking tower with the bubble light, but I've got my unofficial disco ball right here. So if I move the fan away from the train layout, it should spin on its own. Oh, it's stuck. Yeah, definitely. Let me know. You're always welcome over here. There's some cool stuff to see around here as well, and lots of railroads around here. All kinds of things to do. So yeah, definitely stop by. You're welcome anytime. Did you see the bulb that has the Bluetooth? Yes, I have seen those. I forgot who makes them, but I would love to get those up here, especially running like the live streams and things like that. But these lights work off Bluetooth, but I just turned the switch off. But they don't have a speaker. But that'd be really cool to have that up here. Oh yeah, the old clock. Yeah, this one. So if anyone hasn't seen these before, they're actually the Lionel anniversary clock. I think it came out in 1999, and what it is basically there's a train at the top that spins, and every hour on the hour, the train is supposed to go around the track. If you put in like the C cell battery, but I don't have that in, so it doesn't wake me up at like 2 a.m. Because it would scare the crap out of me. But my old house, we did have it plugged in, and it was pretty loud, pretty crazy, but still works. If that's true, it's 10 o'clock. Yep. The hands are off by a little bit, but it's it's a pretty cool piece. I got it working after so many years. I also have the alarm clock downstairs on the TV table. Hey Tom, how's it going? Doing all right, man. Just super busy fixing stuff and getting ready to go on trips, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, Randall, mine stopped working too. I actually had to take it apart and what was it? End up using contact cleaner to clean all the gears out because it just was not running to it wasn't running properly. It was actually skipping on the hour hand. Yeah, this my computer is like cranking like the fan on here. Let me actually I'll turn on the brightness on the screen. That might help it out a little bit. Yeah, Tom, this weekend we're going to Altoona for a friend of ours channel. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff up there, all kinds of cool stuff planned. So that's pretty cool. Do you have the Lionel Coin Bank Crossing? Yes, I do. It's back in the corner. I actually tripped over it today. It's in pieces on the floor. It doesn't work though. It's definitely a repair piece. If you can repair it, I don't even know if it's repairable. It's all pretty much like plastic parts and things like that. But I do have that. It used to work, and I think the day I got it, it stopped working. So classic Lionel right there. At least the newer Lionel. Sorry, the older stuff is cool. I like the old stuff. But yeah, anyways, guys, I picked up. I'll turn the screen brightness up a little bit. So I ended up picking up some new trackside figurines. I'll turn the light on the camera. These were, but got all kinds of like figurines now. This guy, if it focuses in, it's like an engineer holding a bucket. Looks like a lunchbox. There he is. So someone painted that. And then we've got a station dweller. We got a lady. Oh, come on. If it decides to focus, there you go. She's wearing like a robe. It's pretty cool. We have a very short. Well, this guy's missing his knees. So sorry about that. But he's a very short man right here. Just kind of hanging out and wearing some like work clothes. So I picked him up too. This is all like in a grab bag. We've got a track star. This guy was in that collection. It's a guy just running around in a tracksuit. Pretty cool. This guy reminds me of like those old clown figurines. If you guys remember, those are like ceramic, but they painted him to look like a clown or like a vagabond. Hopefully it focuses on him. There you go. Does anyone remember those at all? But yeah, it's pretty cool. They did like the full beard looking thing. Actually, like one of my grandparents had all the old clown ceramic collectibles. I don't know if that was like a big thing back in like the 60s or whatever. The runner. Oh, it's a hobo. Yeah, I'll put him up in my hobo boxcar. We'll do that. I gotta glue his feet to the layout so he doesn't fall over. But yeah, here's an elderly guy with a cane. Let's see. Zoom in on him. We're gonna do it. There you go. It's nice when the camera decides to do its thing, but I'm glad it's auto focusing. That's pretty cool. Here's another looking like hobo guy. The way they paint it's the beard. It's the way they painted the beard on him. Gonna focus. There you go. Amazing. But he's got a suit. I mean, he's got like an overcoat in his hand. It's pretty cool. And the last one, it's a guy wearing like a hard hat. It's like a railroad worker. So check him out. Come on. Maybe back him up a little bit. There you go. His face is very bright, so that's why it's reflecting back. So we got some new citizens of the town to put in here. I like to hot glue the feet to the layout so they don't move around. It's very frustrating if you guys have ever had figurines fall over and then you never find them again and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm working on that. And then the other project I'd like to work on is actually adding interiors to some of my buildings. So a great example of this, let me see what Tom wrote. You need to put a hobo campfire. We have that up top. So check this out. Spin you guys slowly over. Jamie will be right back. No worries. So we actually do have a hobo boxcar that I built myself. There it is. And it's got a campfire. We got a couple guys sitting out. And then inside the boxcar, put an alien. So why not, you know? Thought it was clever at the time. Put some lighting inside the boxcar, some LEDs in there that are hooked up to it. So yeah, one of my favorite things I've ever built. And it's actually, Tom, you might know this. It's actually one of those boxcars that's activated boxcar from, I think it's from 1947 or 48. It's a New York Central activated boxcar with the hobo that would come out and wave once you pass it over the activation track. But the thing was, I wouldn't have done that to a boxcar shell if I had the other parts. But it was just a shell. It came into an entire collection that I had at the time. And what it was, someone put the internals of a milk car. There's actually this milk car I have in my, what do you call it? The little junction. Well, not my warehouse. It's that same type of milk car. Someone put those internals inside of that New York Central boxcar, and then they rigged it to fit with the pins that hold the what would you call it? They hold open the milk car. There's U pins. So yeah, they rigged it to be like that, which I thought was interesting. So I didn't have any of the other components. So I said, whatever, I'll turn it into the hobo village up here. And then Nikki got me this water tower for my birthday last year. So I put the water tower behind it, kind of like a water supply, because it's not anywhere close to O scale. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Dad has a metal milk car that the guy moves and pushes the milk jugs out. I have that. I can actually run that for you guys. Automatic boxcar 3464. That's probably what it is. Here, I'll load up the milk car so you guys can see that. But it's one of my favorite accessory cars. I've got another one under the platform that's even older. This one has plastic doors on it. Operating box are not automatic. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got the automatic milk car. And the newer ones aren't built as nicely as the older ones. The older ones are all metal internals. The newer ones are all plastic. And I think they even throw DC motors in them instead of the old AC solenoid motors. So yeah, just some things to think about looking at some of the newer trains. But here, I'll load up this milk car so you guys can check it out. I'll bring the camera with me too. Just give me a second here. Oops. All right. I need a USB extender for this camera up here. Yeah, good investment. And I gotta crank you guys up. Here we go. All right, let's see. All right, you guys can get a good view of the box. I'll put the light on. There you go. So give me a second. I'll load it up. Oops. Actually, I have to move the train back. So I actually wired this up myself. I put in my own track activation track, and you can see that right there. Let's see, I gotta flip the switch. So I built my own custom activation tracks. You couldn't see like where the buttons would go, things like that. Hey Heath, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great night. I'll catch you on Friday. So the milk jugs are actually on the platform or the milk station. So give me a second. I got to unload those. And I actually painted a milkman for this. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see him, but there's the milkman I painted by hand. I even gave him like a tie and stuff. And then the milk jugs are right there. Actually turn this light down. See if it focuses on him. But yeah, I mean, he's one of my favorites. Oh, sweet. Same one. Yeah, this is the number 3472. Like every car, they would come out with their own number sequence. Things like that. Let's see. Take these out. Oops. And then these get loaded up right here. And it loads in like a magazine. Now, the worst thing with these, if you put one in crooked, it gets stuck. You have to take the whole thing apart to get them out, which is a lot of fun. Sometimes that happens when there's a screw on top. Actually, let's see where it is. That black screw right here. When that comes loose, it actually loosens the track that holds the milk jugs down. And that's when they usually get put in sideways. So, or if you shake it and it's loaded. The new ones, I don't know how they load, but I'm sure it's not much different than this. Whoops. All right, so and there's the indentation on the inside. Close it up and put this down the track. Whoops. And I always like storing a caboose in this junction or this spur for some reason. But, let's see. There we go. And then for this to work, I actually have to power up the track. So move this closer in. And hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. So let me give the track some power. And then I hit the, I have a button on here. It says milk. And here it is. So here you go. That MTH engine did not like that. So 3472, classic piece of Lionel. Awesome. Yeah, for some reason that voltage interruption for the track messed with the MTH engine, making this noise. So just a little bit more sound effects for you guys. While we're up here, we'll just run some trains. Yeah, I usually give them enough power to throw them. It's the milkman with anger management. Give you guys a bird's eye view of the layout. Let me try something real quick. Yeah, just in time. We're going to move the GG1. All right, so we can do a successful track transfer here. I'm going to actually move this down by hand. Hey, Ray, how's it going? Thank you so much. Doing a little bit of a switching operation here to switch out locomotives. And I'm now rolling with the 2025 on the outer track. There it goes. Yeah, that's one of my favorite engines. It's the 2025 pulling a bunch of ore cars. Got some, what's it, CNO, Canadian National CNO, and then I believe the other one is, what is it? Milwaukee Road. Nice and smoky. Yeah, 2025, or sorry, 2026. Hey, 25s are great. Yeah, I've got the and it's so quiet. It's like super quiet. I love it. This is a 2026 and probably one of my favorite runners of the collection. And then it some people say it's a downgrade, but I think it's an upgrade. I changed out the smoke unit to be for a liquid smoker, and it's a great little engine. And I also had to replace some of the what was it? I replaced the drive screws on it. Other than that, it works great. Here we can actually switch this out for another engine. Oh, a little bit of wheel slip. Oh man. Here, let me do this. Give these other engines a break. But yeah, I'm gonna do this part by hand, even though I know it's cheating. But yeah. Hey, thank you so much for checking in. Be safe out there, Randall. I'll check out your videos soon. But yeah, Ray, 2025s are amazing little engines. Man, they run and run and run. I had issues with your main drive, the screw that goes through all of this. They stripped out because whoever owned this before used tapping grease or tapping oil to lubricate the bearings in here. So all of these stripped out. So I was running around the track, and then one day I just flew out, and I was like, "Oh man, what am I going to do?" But I had to retool the wheels. I retapped the wheels, and then I used the die for these screws. These are 440 screws, and I basically took a tap and die tool, and these came with collars on them for the 440 screw, and I had to take down the collar so it would fit and have enough room for these to basically have enough play in them, but not enough to give this thing a waddle. But she does have that classic waddle, but it's through wear and tear. But anyways, we're gonna let's see, put this guy back. Put him back in the yard. He doesn't want to go. They're going to the yard. Oh, I locked it in forward. That's why. Duh. I should know that. There we go. Whoops. You go back a little bit further. A little bit. There we go. It has to clear the block. So we can do this. If it doesn't clear the block, we'll just still have a powered engine. What else do I have down here? I've got the Santa Fe war bonnet looking machine. What else do I have? Oh, I've got the NW2 switcher. So let's get her going. Yeah, we'll run this guy around. Actually, let me do... This one runs extremely quiet, too. Do you have a 726? Is this the 726? No, this is the 624. What's the 726? I can look it up really quick. Let's see. $726. I do not. Wait. Yes, I do. Yes, I have a 726. I'm so sorry. I got confused between the numbers. Yes, I have the original Berkshire. I've got the, I think it's the early 50s one. Yeah, I've got one on the floor behind me. That engine, I was actually a rebuild, and I actually repainted the shell because it was in a couple of floods and the paint peeled off of it. But yeah, I've got it. Actually, I think, you know what? I've got it underneath the platform, like right down here. So give me a second. Find it. Where are you? Nope. Unfortunately, I don't see her, but I know. Actually, I know where it's at. Did you guys want to see that one run after the NW2? Throw that on the track. And the only thing is with the 726 I have, it needs a new pickup roller. So it kind of blacks out on switches, and then you have to lock it in forward for it to work. Because once it loses power, it goes into neutral, and then it just stops. So it does need a new pickup roller. But I can run it in forward. It's on my repair list of parts. I've got a couple of train people around. I'm looking for new pickup rollers for her, but right now I'm not paying that eBay price, because if I look on eBay for the for the parts. I know they're on there and everything, but you're going to pay about $10 for the part and about $5 for shipping compared to me going to like a train show and getting one for like $5. And I buy other stuff at the train show. Yes, I know I've talked about train shows before, and people have said, well, Nick, you're still paying the entrance fee to the train show. And that's like, what, like $20? Okay, I get it. Yeah. But usually at a train show, I end up leaving with a ton of parts, tons of project trains, things that will never be on eBay, because you have people that run like estate sales. Yeah, people that are, unfortunately dealing with maybe a death in the family and they have to get rid of the stuff to make some money on it, things like that. So usually you don't find that on eBay. eBay is usually people that know what they're doing for the most part. Yeah, you get a couple of good deals thrown in there, but train shows are your best friend looking for parts. And yes, I understand. Like I said, you pay that entrance fee, got it, but it's whatever. But yeah, oh yeah, she is a heavy girl. I just saw that comment. Yeah. Oh yeah, she is a beast. Here I am, everyone, down here. Let's hook this up. Uh-oh. Whoa. Let's see if the CNO and the Pensy can play nice. So far, so good. Couplers. Ooh. Coupler height. It's really bad on this passenger train. Oof. 726 was purchased in 1946-49. Okay, so I got a 40. I gotta see. Did I do a review? I don't think I did a review on mine. I know I did the repainting video, but I don't believe it was a Nick's review. Huh. And also breaking news. Let's see. From Railfan Roger, he said that the derailment was 21Q. So I'll have to check into that. He just sent us a message on our Facebook page. So if you guys ever need help with anything, feel free to message us at the Nick's Crossing Facebook page. And, definitely look into sending us a message on there if you guys ever need help or anything like that. Okay, so I don't have a 726. I have a 736. I'm sorry, guys. But it's sitting there on my table. If you guys would like to see, it's in this mess on the work table behind me, right there. A couple of goodies on that table I have to take apart. But the 736 works great. Sorry, I got confused between some of the numbers. But yeah, I have a 736, not the 726. So, all right, let's see how well she does around the train table here. Oh, she's nice and quiet. Yeah, it's so crazy with this engine, with this 624. When I got her, she was in pieces and everything worked on it. We were worried that it needed basically a new rebuild internally. But I think someone ran her in a circle, like on a Christmas tree for ages. It only ran in like a circle of track. So the wheel wear is really strange. It's like only on one side. But it does have magnet traction, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it definitely has a lot of wheel wear. Hey, Roger, I just saw your Facebook message. And this engine also likes to fly, so I got to be careful. But it runs smoother than butter. I love it. Let's see if I can uncouple the train up here. I don't have to do like the old switcheroo. Let's see. Actually, have an idea. We'll do this. Sometimes she doesn't tackle switches very well. Yeah, there you go. Classic derail right there. Oh. All right, we're going to do the old-fashioned way here. So, unstoppable. Wait, stoppable in 2. Yeah, these so my only problem, and this is my only problem with magnet traction, is that sometimes on these older, or sometimes on switches, they like to stick to the switch. Or the come on, get on there. Oh, that's only happening because the pickup roller's on the front. But the magnet traction sometimes sticks to some of the switch frogs, which are basically your parts within the switch that help guide the wheels. So sometimes the magnet traction likes to stick to it. So going across switches and things, sometimes it doesn't go over that well. So a lot of these magnet traction engines, they're beautiful. They run so nice. I love them very much. Pride and joy of the collection for sure. But they have their little issues. Now, the crazy thing is some switches are better than others. It depends what direction the train's going, all that stuff. So let's put her back in the yard. Hopefully she cooperates. It should run in forward. Yep, there it goes. Go back to the yard. Oh, no. See, like the magnet traction right there. Did it again. It was sticking. Oh. Are we on? Yep. Let's see. She was sticking to the back of the switch right in here. Are we in? Yes, we're in. So I can shut that line off. All right, let's bring out the Santa Fe. And that's my other complaint with these locomotives. So these Santa Fe's that they came out with in the early 2000s, I'd say like 2008, 2010, these locomotives, you guys can barely see it. It's back in that line all the way over there. When you give them power, they go forward all of a sudden. So I don't even have a chance. And what it did, it actually just ran my track bumper off, or my track buffer right off the track. And I even stopped it, and then it shorted out. So I got to get up and fix that. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Something that ran a while. All right. All right, so I picked something that's going to be interesting enough. I haven't ran this guy in a while. This is the Chesapeake and Ohio BL2 locomotive. I've ran it a bunch of times on the channel before, but I haven't ran her in a while, so let's give her a chance. This is actually a Williams train. Does the same thing. It starts in forward, but you can kind of catch it. So let's these have couplers? Yes, they should have a decoupler in there. Let's see. Well, can always, I'll meet her on the other side. That could have been really bad. All right. And these engines actually run very quiet as well. Great little runners. They'll actually lower you guys down a little ways. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I don't think you've been in the stream before, but hopefully you're having a great night. And thank you so much for checking in. That's great news. Yeah, it's just a very hot night up here in the attic. We're getting through, you know. We've got AC in the house. It's just nothing's getting upstairs to the attic, so I'm just dealing with it. But you know, I'm always happy to be up here doing the streams and everything. All right, we're gonna do one more final train run, and I'm gonna have to call the stream. It's getting pretty late at night as well. We'll get everything rolling one last time. Thank you so much. Yeah, same with the Baldwin. I've got her cranked all the way up for smoke. I think I just decoupled the front of the Baldwin. Let me check that out. All right, so that's great news. So the electric couplers on that Baldwin work. Yeah, Tom, I'm gonna try to do it's a StreamYard. What it is basically it's a streaming platform. Oh, that's not good. This is what I get for flipping a switch. I don't know if you guys saw that. Check this out. Dun dun dun. All right, so let's say I would say the front of the train wanted to keep on going straight, and the rear of the train wanted to make a turn. Of course. All right. But yes, the StreamYard stream, I'm still trying to figure out. I have to do a bunch of test runs. But yeah, basically what it is basically it's a collaborative type of stream that you can chime in. Basically, I need to get with some moderators and figure out how to do that to bring people into the stream because it can be interesting sometimes. So we want to make sure everyone's here for train stuff or like sharing something. Just have moderators there, that type of thing. So yeah, StreamYard is definitely on the table. The thing is, it wouldn't be every week, maybe once a month. I could start to do that, which I think would be really cool to collaborate with you guys and connect with the viewers and to see what you guys are doing. What are you guys up to? I know Heath from Humanity City Junction used to do StreamYard a lot, but he's using a couple of other platforms now to stream to YouTube. But I forgot the other one was. I chimed in and showed the N scale collection that I'm running now with the battery setup. So yeah, StreamYard will definitely happen. I just have to figure out the logistics, and also you can't stream like tonight. We've been on for 3 hours almost. Now it's StreamYard. You're limited to a certain amount of hours per week, and then also the quality of the stream. This is all in free, StreamYard free, and basically you get only a handful of hours. I don't believe it's in 1080p because right now we are broadcasting in 1080p, 60 frames a second. The webcam is rated for 1080, but I think for StreamYard free, it's 720, which isn't the most desirable HD to look through. It's not very fun. So lots of things to figure out. If it's a couple bucks, I'll pitch it out, and once a month we could do a StreamYard type of stream, something like that. So I think it would be a lot of fun to do that. Yeah, let me fix this train. I'm not gonna leave this train like this for the rest of the night. It'll mess up stuff. Let's see. Oh. All right. Oh. Whoops. That's also, unfortunately, that's also a pretty common issue with the Williams trains, and it's something to do with the weight and also the power. It's a little bit of everything. These engines, they look great. They run pretty nice and quiet. But because these locomotives use DC motors, you can actually see one sticking out in the cab, that white right there. Um, yeah, she'll be all right. She's old. She's a tough girl. um, but these engines, just buyer beware, because they run using the DC motors. They don't take a lot of power. Like if I like over here on my control deck, check this out. Just a little bit up, and we're already rolling. And it's barely cranked to anything at all. You can see my hands barely moving, and it's still enough power to move the train. So your switches for the automatic switching need a certain amount of amperage and power to activate that little solenoid that's in there to switch them. So sometimes these engines don't draw enough power to switch the automatic switches, which are supposed to prevent derailing. So if I run any of the Williams stuff up on the top loop, it usually doesn't do too well. If I run the MTH stuff that's designed to have the auto switching and also, doing that, it works great. Another good train to run with the automatic switches, old Lionel stuff. Pre-war stuff, post-war stuff, you're definitely switching at the right power and everything, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let's put this train away. I did say I'd run the 736, and that'll be the last train I run for tonight. I'm going to give my other PS1 engines a rest. I'm actually going to put him on the straightaway. Let's see. There we go. I like putting the steam engine on the straightaway if I'm not changing it out or anything at night. So if the table would get bumped into or the cat decides to jump up, there's a little bit of a cage around it so it won't fall on the floor. Let's see. Let's get this CNO. Let's see if she'll cooperate and go into the yard. I don't know if she'll. We'll have to see. Yeah, definitely separate power. I have another transformer up here. It's 18 volt. I think it runs at 6 amps. And that's what I want to use for the switches. Put all the accessory, wire all those up in phase. That'd be really cool. Like I said, I've got one transformer powering the entire town that's 18 volts at 8 amps. It powers the entire town, all the accessories, all the lights. And that includes all the fun stuff like the bell that's not on right now. It powers the automatic switches hooked up to the infrared sensor, all the stuff over here on the yard, the ice tower, all that fun stuff over there. So let's see if the CNO will cooperate and get into the yard. Let's see. What do you guys think? You think she'll do it? I don't know. But we'll try. Got to decouple. This is actually the Knoebels coach car. Oh, all right. Like, look at this. This train's just flying. Turn the switch. I also need to build like a little triangle right here to bridge the gap from the main platform to the yard table right there. Whoops. All right, that's flipped. Let's see what my colors are. I have to put her in neutral real quick. Rechecking all my switches. And these are all down. All right, let's see if she'll cooperate with these switches. Nope. And the last one is set to That's my fault. Hey, she did it. All right, let's get that 736 rolling, then we'll call the stream. That's over here on the table. Oh God, it's so heavy. Whew. Whoops. Hey. Cooperate here. Like I said, this locomotive was in 3 floods, all from lake effect snow. And it was given to me, so I repainted her. So sorry for any diehard collectors. She was such in like horrible bad shape. I couldn't stand it anymore. So I was like, I'm repainting it. Whatever. I'm not selling these guys anytime soon. But I think it's worth more as a repainted locomotive than it was as a roached out, ugly looking mess. So let's see. I need a tender. Whew. Rolling all over the room. Yeah, operator error. Yeah, that was totally my fault. She did a great job, but yeah, definitely watch out for those Williams engines. They run great. Like Bachman did a great job making that whole series. I like calling some of it the counterfeit series, even though they call it like the limited collector's series, whatever. They basically copied. Basically, Williams copied some Lionel engine frames and castings or tooling of the shells and things like that. Like I have a 746, which is the original Lionel J-class locomotive from the 1950s, post-war era. Basically, Williams came out with their 746. On the bottom, it says like collector series or vintage series. I forgot what it is. It's on the bottom of the 746 on the shelf, but I think it's kind of funny. So I call it the counterfeit series. I also have, let's see if I can turn it over, the Southern Pacifics that are right there. Those are also counterfeit pretty much. Behind it, I also have the other FAs that are New York Centrals. And there's no number on the Centrals, but it's literally the same exact tooling and the same exact shape and everything of Lionel's stuff. Yeah, it is a good runner. It's unit, but that's pretty common for Williams stuff because they run that tube style smoke unit. All right, we're all coupled up. All right, here's the 746 for you guys. We'll run that around a couple times. See, look, she's in a dead zone. Look at this. She really needs a roller. Look at this. Full crank power. Still nothing. Until I pull her back. Oh, and the trucks just fell out. Good. Better. Gonna run. There we go. Whoa. She just got rid of her own tender. Would you look at that? Amazing. This is because it's bent too far up. Oh man, these trains are great. There we go. Yeah, Gus, I really wish I had an original 746, but they go for several $100s. that I don't have at the moment. But those are great engines. Yeah, these whistles are great. I've actually rebuilt this tender. Um, Someone ran it like crazy when I got it. I'll slow it down so you guys can get a good look at it. There it is. Oh, it died. Yeah, I really need that new roller. It's like all I have to do is this. There you go. All right, let's see if I can actually make it go into the station. I don't know. We're pretty much 0-2 right now. Oh, she did it. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, they have tons of moving parts, but I'm glad it's kind of like its own assembly, minus a couple of pieces here and there. Pick up some passengers now. Make sure I pass the switch. There we go. Finally, we have a passenger train in the station. There we go. All right. And we can take off now. Yeah, this one's running great over the switches. Got one of my favorite accessories hooked up to the track. They got that banjo number one. I think it's the 140 banjo signal. There it goes. And I got the guy who's late for the train. I unfortunately do not have cable at the moment because I'm a poor homeowner. There it goes. Shoo. Actually, let me store the cars mostly on the straightaway here. All right. And I don't have any more spaces in the yard. All right. So we'll do one of these. I'll actually just. If the train could go in reverse. Oh, man. All right, everyone. Maybe move the camera over. I'm going to call the stream. It's 11:05 at night, so I got to get some bedtime in here. So got a busy day at work tomorrow. But thank you all for joining in. You guys are awesome. I always have so much fun on these streams and love hearing from you guys. But definitely look out for the StreamYard stream that I'm going to try to put together. It's going to be a collab stream type of thing. Basically, just jump in for a little bit, show us what what's going on. Like I said, I'm going to need some moderator help on that one. I have to talk to my mods, but definitely look out for this weekend. Let me turn the light off. Oh, it's horrible. There we go. It's right in my eyes. So other than that, it's a great little webcam. But yeah, this weekend, Horseshoe Curve, Lakemont Park, two things I love, trains and amusement parks, all pushed into one. So you guys will see all of that footage. Got some other videos coming out this week. I've got the tutorial video that I'm hoping to get out tomorrow on the yard, or basically it's a breakdown of the yard with a little bit of a run day in there. And there's some crashes and things. I might leave it in just to show you guys. It's the fun about these trains. Nothing's perfect with model railroading. Everything is bound to happen, but it's just all part of the fun and the experience of playing with these classic toy trains and modern toy trains and everything else. But yeah, I also have a Knoebels video to go through. It's going to be a while for that's up. It's going to be a ton of editing and things like that. But stay tuned for all that stuff. I've got the MAPA video that's going to come out this week for sure. Beautiful railroad out there in Pennsylvania, which is literally right over the Maryland border. So if you guys are local to the area, check out that railroad. It's the Muddy Creek Forks Village, also the Ma and Pa Railroad Historical Society, or Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad Historical Society. Great people, and it's a beautiful property. You walk into their general store, they have a bunch of things for sale, but they also have like old artifacts and things from the railroad. It's like walking back in time, but you guys will get the walkthrough video of that and the short train ride. We were there for about 5 hours or so, but we didn't film a whole lot. I filmed the train ride and the general store, but everything else I kept it, for you guys to enjoy if you ever go check it out. They do a mill tour, all that stuff too. But anyways, everyone, check out some of the other videos I posted. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss streams and other things just like this. Also, have a good week. Give videos likes, all that good stuff. Share the videos, get the word out there. But until next time, happy railroading. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe and have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in.